he was more helpful. I told him the other girl didn't take, the other girl who was in the non-emergency line didn't take my situation serious, didn't allow me to explain to her fully what had happened, because she didn't even let me get to the point where like the store clerk has stolen money from me, and now I'm extremely upset. So I was telling him like she didn't take me serious. So what can I do to like recover the money and also put this police report on this man, because I want you guys to arrest him and for you guys to test him because he spit on me. And I feel like if it was a white man, Latino, Asian, any other race, I would have the same request. I'm not requesting for him to get STI tested, monkeypox tested, COVID tested because he's black. That's not it. I'm asking for him to get tested because he spit on me. He made the conscious decision to spit on me. And now I'm worried that I might have something because we're living in crazy times and the police are not taking me serious. So the LAPD, they told me that they were going to dispatch officers to the place where the crime happened, where I got spit on, and they would like me to go meet them. He told me that they were going to help me with the store clerk, and he told me that they were going to meet me there to take a police report on what happened. Given I live in downtown LA, and there's businesses everywhere, there's homeless people everywhere, there's gang members everywhere, there's all of that. So I told the guy on the phone, I don't want to go there if you guys are not going to do anything about it, because I'm putting myself at risk going there and putting the police report, and like I hope something happens. So he told me, yeah, they're gonna help me out and all of that. So they call me and they tell me that the police officers, I'm rolling a joint because I'm stressed out, and I've been dealing with this whole calling the police, and they have not helped me, and I haven't smoked since. So I figure I'll smoke and make this video. And I'm making this video because I'm hoping that people see this and like, well, we'll get into that. Let me finish my story. So I go there and I meet with the police officers, and I'm explaining to them what happened, like when I got spit on, that the money got taken away from me because the store clerk saw that I got spit on and he thought that he can get away with it because he probably thought I was a little bitch and all of that. But I was just trying to be smart, and I feel like even the store clerk, I'm not going to hit him over $30 and then I go to jail and I like lose everything that I worked so hard for because somebody is testing my patience. But that's what the police is there for. Like the police are not there to protect white people. The police are there to protect everyone. I don't understand why, because in the first call, the guy told me, I told him the other girl didn't take my complaint serious. And he's like, what? You just got spit on your face? That's not okay. Like, that's assault. And I was like, okay, well, if it's assault, send some cops over and do something about it. Like, take my complaint serious. Like, I'm pissed off. Like, they think that because we're this feminine man, that it's okay. Like, who gives a fuck? He's Latino, he's gay, he's feminine. Who cares about his rights? People can hit him and they can spit on him, they can steal his money, and everything's okay. So if it's okay for people to spit on me, and it's okay for people to hit me, and it's okay for people to steal money from me, and I think that by calling the police and doing the right thing, that's going to get me anywhere. I'm sorry, I'm fucking mad. Okay, but I'm calling the police and they don't want to do anything about it. They don't want to help me. I tried to put a complaint for the officers who responded to my call and didn't take me serious. Also, they were smiling. I'm here, someone who just got assaulted. I'm here, someone who just got his money taken from him. And they're smiling and just looking at me like I'm like the dumbest motherfucker ever. And I'm mad. And I just feel like, okay, so calling the police is not the right thing. Spitting on me is the right, it's like, it's okay. Hitting me is okay. Taking my money, it's okay. So what can I do? Do I keep calling the police and keep asking, help me, help me? I'm not white and I'm like not this like little princess that you see in the Disney films, and I don't need to be protected. Okay, like no, like like the police is there. That's why people say they farm the police, because it's like the police is there to help us. They're there to like so I'm doing the right thing by not putting my hands on people. I'm doing the right thing by not retaliating. And I'm doing the right thing by not attacking people after I'm being attacked. Because this is the thing. People are like, well, you should have defended yourself, because that's like, you're defending yourself. It's self-defense or whatever. But yeah, that's the case. But what if people don't see it like that? So many people, like I can assume, have like protected themselves and like retaliated against their aggressors, and then now they're sitting in jail, and everything I built and everything I'm doing and everything I worked so hard for, gone, just because I made a wrong decision. But I'm here making the right decision, and because I'm this gay Latino feminine man, the police don't care about my rights. And they just think, oh, it's so funny that the little faggot is getting fucking attacked. It's not fucking funny. What's gonna happen when I had enough? What's gonna happen when I decide to defend myself? What's gonna happen? Then I'm the guilty. Then he is the enemy. Then he's the bad person because he got attacked and all of that. And the reason why, now let's get into this. The reason why I'm making this video is because one time, and I didn't want to talk about this because I didn't want to make my fucking channel about negativity, but I've had enough. So I was at this gay bar in Burbank. It's called Bravo, and I was in drag, and I went there with some trans girls, and my sister, and I got attacked. First they weren't letting us into Bravo. They were letting everybody else in, but not the trans girls and the girls who were dressed up in drag. They weren't letting them in. So they weren't letting us in. They were just letting guys in. I walked away from the line because they weren't letting us in, and I needed to go pee. As I was walking away, this gay guy, because he was clearly gay and he was with a group of gay guys, he comes from behind of me and just punches my back, like the back of my head, really hard, and he snatches my wig. And as he's doing that, everything goes slow motion, and I just grab the wig. So as this guy is attacking me, right, instead of grabbing him, security from Bravo grabs me and holds me. And I remember I was holding my wig, and then this guy got like somebody tackled him. I think my sister protected me that day, but like somebody else like was helping me like get this guy away. I remember he went around and grabbed like a beer bottle and smashed it in the ground, and then he tried to come at me holding that glass. And security was still holding me back, and they were letting him run around with the glass bottle, like trying to get me and cut me. Finally, like, I think his friends like took him away because we were calling the cops, and they put him in a car and drove off. And then the people I was with and my brother and all of that, they were trying to help me and all of that, and we were trying to like just try to calm the situation. Then the police arrived, and the police took me as a joke. They didn't want to take my police report. They interrogated me in front of the security guards of Bravo and everyone outside. And then the police went with the manager from Bravo to the back and interrogated interrogated him privately. So the manager of Bravo was able to give a private interrogation, but me as a victim, they didn't give me the same privilege to have a private interrogation, or at least take me away from the security guards, because I was also trying to put a report on the security guards, because the security guards were holding me and grabbing me and leaving me bruises while someone was attacking me. And also the Bravo manager lied to the police and told them that they hadn't seen anything, when the whole security team was outside surrounding me, holding me back, as this man broke a bottle and tried to cut me with it. And they also saw him hit me. And when I asked the police to check the cameras, the manager told the police, because as the cop was interrogating me, the security guards and the Bravo manager, they were chiming in. And the manager in Bravo was a gay man. So he was also, so they were chiming in, and I was asking the cop, hey, can you guys check the cameras? So you guys can see that I got assaulted and what happened, and you guys can see this guy, and maybe you guys can locate him and all of that. So they didn't take me serious, they told me to let it go, so that's what I did. Given the cop who took my report that day at Bravo was an African American cop and a Latino cop who was there with him, and I believe he said something like, oh, he's in training or something like that, or he's a beginner. So the Latino guy was somewhat new, and the older officer, who was a black man, he was kind of the one leading the conversation and talking to me, and kind of basically telling me that I didn't matter because I'm a feminine faggot who dressed like a woman, and there's nothing they can do about it. I just need to get over it. The way they did that, it was so shady. They were taking everything the club was saying, everything the manager from the club was saying, and everything that the security guards would tell him, that would be verbatim, and there was just no investigation, nothing. It was, I took the ass whooping, and somebody tried to me or harm me with a glass bottle, and nothing's being done. And now somebody spits on me, and nothing's being done. Somebody steals my money, and nothing's being done. So you guys can see how we're freaking tired of this. Why is it okay for these things to happen to me? This is the reason why things escalate and things lead to further things, because I'm annoyed. I'm tired. I don't want to have nobody spit in my face or at me or anywhere near me. I don't want people stealing my money. I don't want people hitting me, and then I think that calling the police is the right thing to do, but because I'm this feminine gay man, it doesn't matter. My rights don't matter because I dress up as a woman. But these other people's can get away with spitting, hitting, and robbing people, and we just have to deal with that. No. And that's why I'm making this video, because if the police department, the LA police department, doesn't want to do anything about it, and one day somebody's going to harm me to an extreme, and they're not going to do anything about it, then at least people are gonna know, hey, I'm pissed off. And if somebody ever attacks me and I defend myself, this is why. Because I'm freaking tired of calling the police and they don't do anything because I'm not white, or because I'm not a straight man, or because I'm just a joke to them. So that's why I'm making this video, because I'm done. I'm done people hitting me. I also had another experience with El Monte Police Department when I had a racist, no, she wasn't, well, yeah, she was racist because she was racist towards black people, but she was homophobic towards me also. So she was racist towards this guy who was black in the same apartment building, and she was extremely homophobic to me to the point where she would constantly call the police on me and make false reports of me making noise, which is not true, and all of that. Okay, so she would make false reports, right? And one of those reports, I remember I was drunk in my apartment and the police knock on my window and they told me like they wanted to see what happened because somebody had said that I was going to harm them physically. And it was this Asian lady who called the police, right? And I had never made a threat to her or anything. I've never like even spoken to her in a derogatory way or anything. I knew that she was crazy, so I was like, let me stay away from this woman because she's just looking to get somebody in trouble. So I was trying to explain to the cop that, but I was drunk, right? So he would probably didn't take me serious, and like he was like, well, you're disturbing the peace, and like, so we're going to arrest you. And given they knock on my door and I opened it and I spoke to them, I wasn't screaming at them. I wasn't being disrespectful. Maybe I was being belittling. Maybe I was slurring my words because I was drunk, but I made them aware, hey, I'm drinking. I'm fully aware of what I'm doing. I'm just drunk. So the cop tells me, well, you're not, because I kept cutting him off. And he got annoyed at the fact that I cut him off, right? So as he was speaking to me and I kept cutting him off, because I was cutting him off, he told me, I'm going to arrest you because you're disturbing the peace. And I was like, you know what? I know I'm in the right, but if you think it's okay to arrest me, if you feel like that's the proper thing to do, then go ahead and arrest me. I'm not resisting arrest. So I turned around. He told me to turn around and he handcuffed me. And then he started walking me to the police car. And as we were walking down the stairs, he was lifting the handcuffs. So I was like this and he kept lifting them up to cause me pain and uncomfort. So I told him, I'm not resisting arrest. I don't understand why you have to pull the handcuffs up to hurt me. And this was a white male cop. So, and he was a lot shorter than me. So I was like, I'm not resisting your arrest. I'm going with you willingly. So why are you hurting me? So he put me in the back of his car, the police car, and he told me that he needed to wait because of the disturbing call that was placed that I was going to harm somebody. So you're telling me that you're going to arrest me, so take me to the police department. And he was like, no, we're going to wait. So okay, we waited there. Given I was handcuffed behind the police car, right? And it was in El Monte, California. So the guy finally takes me to the police department or the jail or whatever that is. So I was already in the back seat of the car. He gets in the car. He doesn't buckle me, right? So he doesn't put the seatbelt on me. And he starts driving crazy fast and all of that. So I'm here bumping everything, hitting my legs, my hands, everything. I'm bruised up everywhere. I'm fucking shaking because this brings so much bad memories. So they take my shoes off and my socks. And given they're calling me faggot, they're calling me names, derogatory, they're trying to incite me, right? As they're also hurting me. They're bumping me into walls. They're hurting me with the handcuffs and all of that, right? And as I'm taking my mugshot, the guy who kept hurting me, he didn't want me to tell on him. So he kept observing me throughout, like he wouldn't leave my sight. Like he was just there, like he was my personal bodyguard. And the lady who was taking my picture, my mugshot picture, I told her, he's hurting me. I'm not resisting arrest and he's hurting me on purpose. And you guys are watching it happen and you guys are letting him hurt me. So they just laughed. They completely laughed at me. They were antagonizing me. They were laughing and like humiliating me. And they put me in this cell, right? Alone. and they put me without shoes, and it was like 12 at night, or like it was really late at night, and the floors are made out of cement, right? So I'm there without shoes with the AC blasting, so I'm freezing, right? And I'm begging them, give me shoes, give me socks, give me something, because I'm freezing. I thought I was going to die. It was like torture. And then I started screaming, like screaming in the top of my lungs, help me. They refuse to give me shoes. They're torturing me here. They keep hitting me. And I kept screaming and screaming and screaming, to the point where I was disturbing the other people, because it was late at night, right? So all the people in jail, the people incarcerated, they were like, give him shoes, like give him shoes, like trying to help me out. So they moved me to another side where they thought I was going to stop screaming, because there was a lot of people in the other cells sleeping, and they thought that by me seeing that, like maybe I would shut up, right? So as the cop is taking, this is a different cop. So a different cop takes me from that cell. We're gonna call it cell A. So he takes me from cell A to cell B, in a place where it's more crowded with people, but I'm still in a cell alone. And it's still cement, and I'm still not wearing shoes, and I'm begging for shoes, right? Or a blanket, or give me something so I can like stop being cold. It's like torture. And so this old man, this old cop, like in his late 70s or early 80s, he puts a pillow and a bunch of blankets right in front of my cell. And he tells me, if you stop screaming, I will give you the blanket and the pillow. And I told him, you're just putting the pillow and the blanket in front of me to torture me more, because you know I'm here freezing myself to death, and you're doing this as a sign to just humiliate me even further. And I was like, and you're doing that because you're old and you're about to die, and you're jealous that I'm hot and young. And I swear that's what I told him. And I didn't care, because I was like, I'm going to die here. Not only that, but one of my fears was like, okay, I'm screaming and I'm not letting anybody sleep. Like, this is people in jail. So like, I was like, they're gonna hate me here, like, hurt me tomorrow. I was like, they're going to be upset that I didn't let them sleep and all of that. But I was like, I don't care, because I feel like I'm gonna die. So it doesn't matter, like I need to do something. So I kept screaming and screaming and screaming, and 5 a.m. came, and an officer told me, like, no, he didn't say anything. He just came and opened the gate. Yeah, that's how you call it, the cell. Well, he opened the cell, and my natural reaction, because everybody else had been hitting me, was to just lift up my hands. And I remember I told him, look, I'm bruised everywhere. And he told me, no, you were banging the cell with your hands, that's why you're bruised. But I wasn't talking about this. I was talking about, I'm bruised everywhere. And I'm a G, you know, so I took it. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take this shit. So he was like, you're coming with us. Given I didn't know where he was taking me, I didn't know what was gonna happen. In my mind, I'm like, oh, they're gonna take me somewhere and beat the shit out of me. But they didn't. They took me to a room, they gave me my shoes and whatever else I had with me, my phone, and they let me out. After that, I called my mom hysterically. I also remember, because this is such a weird situation of how I got arrested and why I was there, and the fact that they beat me up, I like totally, like, you see it in TV and you see it in movies, but when it happens to you in real life, it's like, what the hell? Like what is this? Like, police are there to protect and serve. And like, because of their pride or their ego, they're here harming me. I thought it was insane. But I remember when I was walking out of the police station in El Monte, California,